Now that you're learning how to read music notation on the grand staff, an important part of your development as a pianist is sight reading. Sight reading is when you play a piece of music that you've never ever seen before. You haven't practiced it, you're playing it for the very first time. Ingredients that make you a good sight reader include accurate keyboard geography knowledge, which is the ability to feel your way around the piano without having to look at the keys, solid technique and rhythm skills, which means that you're able to get around the piano easily and you have a solid feeling of the pulse, and excellent reading skills. Reading music is the ability to decipher the notes on the grand staff. Sight reading is the ability to decipher those notes and then instantly play them on the piano at first sight. Remember a couple of weeks back when I insisted you memorize the white key note names so you could instantly recognize them? This is why. If you can't instantly recognize a note name on the piano, well, then your reading slows way down. Think about it. If you took 2 seconds to figure out what note is on the grand staff, and then 2 more seconds to find that note on the piano, well, that means you're taking 4 seconds at least to figure out every single note on the page. If you're playing a one-line melody, maybe that's not so bad, but eventually, when you want to learn something like this, think of the time it will take you to play just one chord. So why is sight reading important? Well, being a skilled sight reader honestly makes playing the piano more fun. Sometimes people will have excellent technique and have the ability to play whatever they want, but it takes them forever to learn a new piece because their reading skills are so poor. By putting in the work to become a skilled reader and sight reader now, you're setting yourself up for a more pleasant piano journey. You'll learn pieces faster. You'll have the ability to play anything you can get your hands on, provided your technique is up to par. And you can impress your friends with your crazy sight reading skills. So that was my spiel for the benefits of being a good sight reader. Let's get into actually sight reading. Here's how it works. Every day, I'll provide a short sight reading video. You'll see the music on the screen that you can pause, or you can download the provided PDF. The music will be quite short at first and will always be easier than your current repertoire. I want you to see how perfectly you can play it the first time. So here's what I suggest doing. Once you see the music on the video, pause it. Take a few moments to look the piece over. So here you're checking for the time signature and the rhythm. Definitely make sure you know where both hands are supposed to begin, and do a quick check of all the musical ingredients like dynamics and mood. Other strategies might be tapping out the rhythm before you play, or air playing on the table to get the rhythm and finger numbers. Or maybe you just want to start. I want you to experiment and see what works for you. Then set a slow and steady tempo and play the piece one time through without stopping or going back to fix mistakes. If you played it perfectly the first time, great. You're done. Go on to the next step. If you had some errors, look over the piece again. Figure out what you did wrong. Then set your slow tempo and try again. If you made mistakes again, try one more time. So give yourself 3 chances to get through the piece perfectly. Once you've done that, click play on the video, and then you'll see me play through the piece. This is your opportunity to either play it with me or check to make sure you did it right. I highly recommend playing it through with me at least one time. Sometimes we don't notice when our counting gets off or when we speed up or slow down. When we play it together, you'll hear more easily if you need to fix something. And about once a week, I'll include a sight reading tip to help you continually improve. These sight reading videos don't need to be your only sight reading practice. In fact, I encourage you to seek out other music to play. Simply read through music that you can get your hands on, play through them for fun, no rules, just read. And this is how my reading and sight reading skills developed. I have 3 older brothers that were mostly forced to take piano lessons, and I devoured their music. Even though I never played it perfectly because they were years ahead of me, I enjoyed trying to play through them, and eventually I got better at it. Okay, let's do your first exercise. These will involve only your landmark notes. So that's treble G, middle C, and bass F. They're not going to be exactly catchy tunes because we have 3 notes only, but do your best and keep that long-term goal in mind. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. 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 A quick note about today's sight reading exercise. There are 2 versions. They have the same notes, but the finger numbers will be different. Changing your finger numbers is excellent practice for focusing on the notes rather than the hand position or finger numbers. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.